there were well over 500,000 people in London on that day. You think all of them were racist?
I think that if you're somebody who sides with Tommy Robinson, a man who has repeatedly said incredibly inflammatory racist statements, you are a racist.
Yes, all the lefties getting very nervous with the elections coming up in May. Have a listen to this.
Dominic, is there anything different about this, though, by the fact you've got the National Education Union, Britain's biggest teaching union, getting involved, the TUC? This is a calcifying, a coming together of well-funded, well-organised, expansive left-wing groups. There's a few lovies in the front of it, of course, a few champagne socialists, millionaires in their own right. But this is a joined-up campaign.
It's a positive campaign to stand up against racism on the streets of the UK. I'm delighted to see it's happening. I think it's going to be there's going to be a lot more of this over the coming year, and if we see Reform doing well in May elections, which I think we would all expect them to, there will be a lot more of this conversation to come.
But is it a positive thing to accuse everybody you disagree with of being racist? It didn't work in America, it didn't work with Brexit, and as you've already said, it probably won't work this time. In fact, it might calcify people against them.
I am very comfortable, and I think a lot of people, most people in the UK would agree that people standing and marching with Tommy Robinson are racist, yes.
You think every single person who attended that rally, and the numbers have been contested, the left-wing media downsized it, as they always do, 250,000, while there were 1 million on the Remain march. A lot of people thought there were well over 500,000 people in London on that day. You think all of them were racist?
I think that if you're somebody who sides with Tommy Robinson, a man who has repeatedly said incredibly inflammatory racist statements, you are a racist.
So you basically believe anybody who turned up on that march, the Unite the Kingdom march, you're saying they're racist?
There's a difference between joining a march because you're frustrated about certain things and standing with Tommy Robinson.
Dominic, I put it to you, you're part of the problem. You don't understand the British public at all, the same way as Lenny Henry doesn't. Totally and utterly tin-eared and out of touch.
Yes, they try this in America, all the lefties ganging up on Trump. I don't think it's going to really work in this country against Farage either. Good luck.